Hey, it's Christine, Manifestation Queen, here to remind you of your manifesting power. Welcome to the royal family. Here we talk about how we are kings and queens of our reality. We are the operant power, and we're just taking our lives to the next level, quantum leaping to our next best version of ourselves and getting rich in the process. And understanding the science of getting rich. I had read this book like 10 years ago, and it's so in depth that my my reading comprehension just couldn't really grasp the fullness of it. And I think as I even grow in my spiritual journey as well, like I'll be able to understand even more of this. But I wanted to read the summary at the end because I have a very different perspective on it now. And I want to clarify some things, especially if you're finding that this book is a little too complex, because it really is. But I will help clarify some things for you. So it says, there is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which, in its original state, permeates, penetrates, and fills the interspaces of the universe. A thought in this substance produces the thing that is imaged by the thought. So when he says there's a thinking stuff, because it really, like, what is stuff? And it's almost like, yeah, we really can't comprehend like what this thinking stuff really is, but you know it. You think thoughts all the time, right? It's energy. And everything on our world is energy. So the thoughts, the energy that we produce permeates and penetrates this world, or as he calls it, fills the interspace of the universe and translates that energy, that thought energy, into our world. And then we use our five senses to see or hear or taste or smell the energy that we've sent out. It's almost like a mirror or a projection, like we're the projector, our reality is the projection, and then whatever we put on our projector gets displayed in the projection, and then we get to take it back in and be like, wow, look at that. And it's so subconscious because there's certain things in our reality that's like, oh, I didn't want that. Or how could I possibly have received this? I wasn't thinking those thoughts. But it's the energy. It's the energy behind who you are, what your habits are that gets displayed. So yes, there's a lot of underlying things going on that now you can consciously be aware of and say, no, thanks. Don't want that anymore. I choose this instead. And be a rebel about it. I have the most success being delusional. Like if I see something in my reality and I'm like, what? No, I don't want that. I want this instead. Like, for instance, when I had eczema on my elbow, for years, I just kind of rolled with it. Like, oh, I have eczema. Like, I guess I'll go to a dermatologist and get some cream and it would help a little bit, but it would still come back. And then when I learned about this material, I was like, oh, let me try and change this with my mind. My skin is 100% healed. My skin is 100% healed. Flooded my mind with the thoughts that my right elbow was completely healed. The skin was completely clear. In a few weeks, eczema was gone, and it's been months, and the eczema has not come back. So my thought energy transformed the energy of my body to the image that I held in my mind. You can do this with anything. Say you only make $50,000 a year and and your desire is to make $100,000 a year, just flood your mind with, I make $100,000 a year. I make $100,000 a year. People value me so much. I'm thriving in my career. People pay me a lot of money. It feels good. I am highly valued. And totally disregard that you make $50,000. Like, don't even pay attention to your current paychecks and watch how your reality will transform based on what's going on with your thought energy. You may get a new job. You may get a crazy promotion. You may get a side hustle that brings in an additional $50,000 more a year. Or you just receive $50,000 from a lottery winning or from someone or something. It will come in based on the image that you hold of yourself. Man can form things in his thought, and by impressing his thought upon formless substance can cause the thing he thinks about to be created. Exactly like I just said. In order to do this, here we go. Man must pass from the competitive to the creative mind. Otherwise, he cannot be in harmony with the formless intelligence, which is always creative and never competitive in spirit. I always enjoy when, two teams playing some kind of game, like say it's two basketball teams, and at the end, it didn't even matter who won. It was just like, oh, we had a really good game. Like there was some really good moments in there. That was a really good experience, right? So you can still have that competitiveness, but it's more about being creative, enjoying the experience of it all, right? Man can come into full harmony with the formless substance by entertaining a lively and sincere gratitude for the blessings it bestows upon him. Gratitude unifies the mind of man with the intelligence of substance, so that man's thoughts are received by the formless. Man can remain upon the creative plane only by uniting himself with the formless intelligence through a deep and continuous feeling of gratitude. So, what's your desire? And feel the gratitude that it is done. You already have it. That's when you connect with what he calls the formless intelligence, this energy of our whole existence and how we manifest, how we transform our thought energy into our 3D reality. He says gratitude unifies that process. And I would even say speeds it up, right? If you're just completely grateful, oh my God, my body is perfect. I'm in perfect health. I have my perfect body. I feel amazing. When you're in that space of gratitude, you can't even focus on if you're overweight or you have some kind of disease. Like you can't even focus on those things. You're just so in gratitude and your thoughts are so in line with your true desire that your body and the cells of your body are going to respond so quickly and just heal anything and just be that desired version so fast. I've seen it happen in my own life. I've healed so many things. Oh my God. Healed eczema, healed knee pain, healed back pain, changed my body weight to the goal weight that I wanted. It works. Tried it. Man must form a clear and definite mental image of the things he wishes to have, to do, or become, and he must hold this mental image in his thoughts while being deeply grateful to the Supreme that all his desires are granted to him. The man who wishes to get rich must spend his leisurely hours in contemplating his vision and in earnest thanksgiving that the reality is being given to him. Too much stress cannot be laid on the importance of frequent contemplation of the mental image, coupled with unwavering faith and devout gratitude. This is the process by which the impression is given to the formless and the creative forces set in motion. So spend all your leisurely time dwelling and envisioning you as your wealthy self, full of riches, full of all the experiences you want to create. It is done. You have it. It's yours. You're in complete gratitude that you have it. Well, things will come in so fast. The creative forces will be set in motion, as Wallace D. Wattles says, the author. The creative energy works through the established channels of natural growth and of industrial and social order. All that is included in his mental image will surely be brought to the man who follows the instructions given above and whose faith does not waver. So only focus on that desired reality. It's done. It's you. You are that version. If you find yourself wandering to the old story, come right back to your new story. And it's okay if you go back into the old story. It just happens. It's natural. It's habit. Just be like, oh, no, random thought. That was my old story. My body's healed now. Just go right back into the faith that it's done. The men and women who practice the foregoing instructions will certainly get rich, and the riches they receive will be in exact proportion to the definiteness of their vision, the fixity of their purpose, the steadiness of their faith, and the depth of their gratitude. Oh, that's so good. So, vision. What is that desired version of you? Who is he? Who is she? Be that now. Purpose. What is your purpose here? What do you want to do? What do you want to experience? We're here to have fun and experience it all. What is it that you are here to do? Faith. Hold the faith. Oh, we're on 3. Hold the faith that it is done. Release the old stories, release the limiting beliefs, just brush them off. Hold the faith. Hold the thought, the vision, your purpose. Have that be your dominant thought. And gratitude. Oh, when you are in complete gratitude, you can't even focus on the old story. You are just so high vibe in that new story that it is done. It is you. You are that version. Ah, so good. So this was the summary of The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. Like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like one-on-one coaching to help you create that new version of yourself to get that desired reality, hit me up. My link is in the About section. I'll see you in the next video.